What's going on, guys and gals, everyone? It's Stillwinston here. Welcome to my channel. Now, as you guys know, I usually live stream Soul Calibur 6 a lot. However, I've suffered a hand injury. It's nothing too major, but I can't really hold the controller right now, so can't really live stream right now. So I figured what I would do instead is, like, Season 2, we're kind of like, Haomaru got released pretty recently, and so, you know, we're halfway through Season 2, Hilda's been released, Haomaru's been released, there's 2 more people. I do believe that the next 2 characters have actually been leaked. I won't spoil it because I know there's going to be people who don't want it spoiled, so fair play. So I thought I would just kind of get some gameplay going here, and just kind of, I just want to kind of like talk about Season 2, and just like my thoughts on it, and where I think it's going, like what characters have benefited the most so far, which characters are not as good, not as viable. Again, like everyone in Soul Calibur 6 can theoretically beat everyone else. It's just that with some characters you gotta put a lot more work in. So yeah, let's just get some replays going. Hopefully I can probably find one with Haomaru. Yeah, I thought that would be it. Let's see if I can find something. Like, I really doubt there's high ranking Haomarus. Oh, there apparently is D rank. Yeah, right, we'll just start that easily. Just while I do some talking, so I've got I got the version 2.10 patch notes here. I do believe this is the most recent patch notes, considering again that Haomaru just got released. That wasn't a patch, so
when souls collide, chaos erupts.
Yes, this was 30th of March. So. Also, I just love Mitsurugi and Haomaru's like intro dialogue. They're like, yeah, let's fight. So, should probably talk about Haomaru at the start. I haven't really labbed him, but I've seen some gameplay of him. Seen some pretty good Haomarus actually already. This guy he just hits hard. That's the main thing I know. Like, I played Samurai Showdown. I used a bit of Haomaru. My main was Genjiro. But of course, you know, like him and Genjiro and Haomaru are kind of like the rivals of the game. So they input a lot of his classic moves, and he hits hard just like in his game series. So Samurai Showdown, you miss an attack, you get blown up. That's the name of that game. So yeah, that being said though, some of his moves have very bad tracking. He's very unsafe on a lot of his moves, both on like on block and whip. I do believe that with some of his heavy attacks, like B plus K and down B plus K, he goes with like a special animation where like recoils back, like in his game. And his special moves from that game are implemented into Soul Calibur 6 pretty cool, I would say. Because they're called Ronin techniques, and you can cancel into them and that. So Yeah, my opinion is Hamu's pretty good right now. Don't know where he is in the tier list right now. Again, because I had recorded this on the 17th of April, so he's still pretty new. So I don't really know his matchup. But yeah, I would say he's definitely very strong. I wouldn't say he's as I wouldn't say he was as busted as Cassandra was. But then again, that's mostly just because of how brain dead Cassandra is. She's just like brah! Just rush out the gate, just go ah. So yeah, there's that. What other things do I know of Haohmaru? He has a projectile, but it's not really that good. I mean, compare it to Cervantes with his gunshot. Who do you think's gonna shoot first? It's gonna be Cervantes. Likewise, 2B with her what is it? It's when she's in her fishing stance and she makes the pod fire a machine gun. That's pretty janky. But yeah, I'm happy with how Haohmaru is in this game. He's they obviously put a lot of thought into him. Crazy damage output, good range, but he's very punishable. I kind of feel like he's going to be very execution heavy as well, with like his max rage and his max mode and whatnot. Because if you don't know, when his health bar reaches yellow, he starts glowing red, and he oh wait, does it glow red? I can't remember. He gets access to like crazy amounts of damage, but you can only do that once per match. Think Leroy from Tekken with his like cane. But yeah, just crazy damage output. See how it goes. But for now, I definitely think he'd be high tier. Put some more gameplay. I'm also going to be going over the latest patch notes, because there are some here. First off, there was a UI update for Maxi, Siegfried, Nightmare, Tira, Amy, and Hilda. And this is just a wee, oh nice, I love the Haohmaru custom there, it looks like Heihachi. So basically, because these guys have specific things to their game plans, like Siegfried has Dark Legacy, Nightmare's got Terror Charge, Tira, you have to count how many times she switches between Jolly and Gloomy, Amy with her roses. So these characters actually have three indicators below their health bar that actually tells you their states, like Nightmares and Terror Charge, etc. It really helps with Tira, because you can keep track of how many times you swap personalities, so you can tell how close you are to Blue Dakota. And with Maxi, like, you can keep track of how many stars you've got. So there was also behavior adjustments with Froze, and this is interesting. Extended the tracking time of the grabbing motion to improve overall tracking. So basically what this means is throws are going to be more effective in this game. However, the following throws are excluded from this change as they are intended to be evadable by moving, and that is Tira. When Tira gets into Gloomy Coda, she gets access to Grim Reaper, which is an unblockable command grab. And Astaroth obviously has this critical edge because that's a grab. And those two moves you cannot break out of them. You can dodge them. I'm pretty sure you can also reversal edge them. Like, not reversal edge them, or maybe GI them. I'm pretty sure you can. I do recall seeing that. I think it was with Astaroth. I'm not entirely sure about Tira. But yeah, this Fro game should definitely buff Astaroth just a bit, I would feel. And there was also, after running some distance, K-Slide, they fixed an issue in which ring-out behaviour was exhibited after the attack, even when the battle was still ongoing. That's a nice quality of life fix. Adjusted the animation to make the character easier to hit with high attacks when moving. Fixing an issue in which the character would unintentionally evade high attacks due to having low posture at the start of movement. However, speed and distance remains unchanged. This applies to Sophitia, Ivy, Nightmare, Talum, Zasalamel, Grow, as well 2B and Cassandra. So yeah, that's good. Just so it fixes their hitboxes. Some of you might not know this, but when you create a custom character, sizes and that do actually affect hit and hurt boxes. It's why, like, top ranking players online use only the default characters, because of the hitbox consistency issues. There was a wee fix for a stage, actually, which is City Ruins Eternal Apocalypse, the 2B stage. Fixed an issue in which the time a character in midair took to fall to the ground in a down state differed from other stages, affecting certain air combos. Can't recall ever seeing that being a thing. But it's good that they noticed and patched it. Just get some more gameplay on. Let's get this one on. In version 2.10, Mitsurugi got some stuff adjusted. Looking at this, it feels like a slight buff. Several of his attacks, like AA, B slide A, well soul charge, B slide A, kick, forward BB.
The cacophony of battle.
Some moves have enlarged the lower hitbox to prevent the attack from missing against enemies in low stance. His down back A, he does like the circular flash. The lower hitbox was enlarged, so now it will not miss downed opponents. So that kind of helps his tracking with these MA games. Facing away, down back K, improve the tracking to make it easier to hit an enemy during their 8-way run. So you're not really going to be facing away the enemy as Mitsurugi, but again, that's a nice buff, I guess. So I'm looking at Song Mina now. So there was adjustment to tracking and hitboxes to help reduce whiffing. So I believe that forward A can trigger a lethal hit. After fulfilling the condition, triggers upon long range running counter. The range of this condition has been extended. So AAB, the enlarged lower hitbox, so it won't miss against enemies in low stance now. So they have to block it. Back A, improve the tracking a bit. Same with BBA. Down forward KK. Down K. Improve the tracking to make it easier for the attack to hit an opponent during 8-way run. Down BA has an enlarged hitbox and adjusted tracking. Back A plus B, A, B had a hitbox enlargement and tracking adjusted. So now the attack no longer misses halfway through the combo. Yeah, looking through these, Song Mina's had some buffs, like A has an enlarged hitbox. The first attack's got a big hitbox. Third attack has better tracking. Taki has also received some enlarged hitboxes and tracking. I mean, she could kind of do with that because her range outside of her like projectile is basically just throwing her arm in the air and nothing happens. What else? Yeah, these are mostly just balancing issues. So now you can't avoid more attacks by actually crouching. You now have to actually block while crouching now. Yeah, so again, he's got like a thing that helps him track how many of his 7 stars he's got. See how fast he's getting access to I'm the Man, that kind of move. Voldo. He got well crouching, down forward, hold A plus B. Added break attack properties to the falling part of the attack that can hit downed opponents. That's a nice little buff. Quarter circle forward, his soul attack, raise the height the opponent is launched when is hit in mid-air to reduce instances in which the attack was missed partway through a combo. So now we have Sophitia. We focused our adjustments around improving behavioural stability. The new move during Angel Step while Soul Charge A plus B, added in version 2.0, was weakened to balance its power with its risk. If you've got better tracking, like up or down K has improved tracking, so you can hit the enemy during 8-way run. During Angel Step while Soul Charged A plus B, decrease the base damage of the third attack, change the attack properties of the third attack from a projectile to a downward vertical attack. This makes it so the character will be thrown back when hit by a resist impact, and also makes the move applicable to the lethal hit condition, triggers when hitting an opponent who missed an attack. Right, next we got Siegfried. Yeah, a lot of this is really just quality of life fixes, really. Although there is a slight nerf here for Siegfried, I would say. It's mostly with AB. Is it AB? Yeah, it's AB. It's A slide B. Reduce the size of the horizontal hitbox to reduce cases in which it would hit opponents moving to your side. So that's kind of a nerf. Because like you know, Siegfried can't. I believe that's the move where he just like YOLO swings his sword in a horizontal manner. That move, I think it is.
Warriors cross swords.
So yeah, you can't check your opponent with that as much. Alright. There's a few adjustments here for Ivy. It's mostly just like making sure opponents can't really DI out of combos as much. Especially like Ivy's down A plus B into B. I mean, there's the 8-way run direction thing, so like she would apparently unintentionally evade high attacks because she had lower posture at the start of movement, so they've now adjusted the animation so she's easier to hit with high attack. I can't recall ever noticing that in gameplay, but it's good that they fixed it. Ooh, nice move, Raphael. There's a slight nerf for Ivy. I think it's forward B and then down or up. Reduce the size of that box near the second half of the duration of the attack. Kulik has had hitbox improvements as well. Zhang Hua, like most of her like attacks like forward A plus B, back A plus B, down A plus B. Enlarge the hitboxes to prevent it from missing at close range. Which is good because she primarily fights at that range. Then there was Namco received many questions about her stance playful Jia Sheng, which has slightly specialized elevations, so we've added the defensive properties in the in-game move list. Yes, its defensive properties are evades high, middle, horizontal stabbing attacks. Okay, there's one for Yoshimitsu. This is actually kind of funny. I never saw this. But with Yoshimitsu, forward A plus G, the one where he grabs the opponent's head and like drains their health or gives them health. There was a weird bug with Tira where if this move was done on Tira and a personality change was triggered during the froze animation, regardless of what you did, occasionally Yoshimitsu's health would drop and Tira would gain health instead if she switched from Jolly or Gloomy. So yeah, I think I'm glad that they fixed that. There was during Dragon's Superfly, down B plus K fixed an issue in which this attack could still be parried by a guard impact even though it had break attack properties. That's good because break attacks are meant to be break attacks. You can't guard impact them, you need to resist impact them. Otherwise you're just going to get deleted. Pardon me. Nightmare. Has Nightmare received any major changes? Like again, a lot of this stuff isn't really major changes. It's just like hitbox issues, no like major damage or frame rate issues. Besides like the running animations for some characters. There is actually a slight buff here for Nightmare. Namely, if during night lower stance while full charge A plus B, or during night side stance while full charge A plus B, they implemented the fixes below so the moves can no longer be interrupted by a resist impact. So for lower stance, increase the length of stun inflicted by 6 frames when the third hit is guarded, and night side stance, length of stun inflicted by 6 frames when the first hit is guarded. So yeah, those are some good buffs. Resist impact is kind of like, it's guard impact on steroids. You can spend half a bar and you can counter any attack. You can counter unblockables, you can counter break attacks, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think that's a buff for Nightmare for sure. Astra. Again, the throw thing really buffs him. Number of his moves, such as down A, or some of his throws, like the ones where he runs forward and glows red. That, you know, those moves. They have better tracking, so you can't sidestep them as easily. Cervantes. Okay, Cervantes kind of has a small nerf here. They shortened the hitbox of down A plus B. I think it's called Killer X, that move, the one where you like the downward X slash. Downward. That is harder to land on an 8-way running opponent, as it would often hit opponents evading to the side despite it being treated as vertical. So, yeah, that's a nerf. There's also what other changes have we got here? There's while soul charged forward B, which is added 2 invincibility frames when Cervantes is blinking. So like, you know, when he's like teleporting in his soul charge. This change was made to prevent Cervantes from being hit by accident by an opponent's attack when he warped. That's a nice little fix. Raphael. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at this because I'm a big Raphael main. Okay, okay, I think there's a nerf here for Raphael. It's mostly for during preparation BBE. Increase the opening after the attack by 4 frames. When the opponent was performing a Ukemi after the attack landed, it was possible to land a follow-up hit on certain characters with down forward B. I think I've done this a few times, I can't remember which characters. But I do kind of remember doing it after when my opponent was doing a Ukemi. So yeah, that gives Raphael like the adjustment was made to reduce differences between characters, so that kind of hurts Raph in some matchups, I would suggest. It does feel like a nerf. But then again, that same move had a hitbox and adjusted tracking fix. in order to reduce instances in which the attack would miss partway through a combo. So I think I'll have less people jumping out of it now, which is really good because when Raph goes into prep stance, that's when he's at his most dangerous. It's either that or when he lands a big punish that he's at his most dangerous. Talum. Yeah, so this one's interesting. So Talum, I'm pretty sure vertically is like the shortest character in the game. It's either her or Amy, I'm pretty sure. And it says here, we mainly made adjustments to increase behavioral stability. Specifically, Talum's hitbox was set to be slightly larger than her actual size. So, but since there were cases where it was difficult to evade an opponent's vertical attack, we shortened the character's hitbox on the left and right sides. So like, I guess, cause like Talum's so short, you could avoid certain attacks, I guess, or just have weird interactions with them. She's had a buff during Wind Charmer B, delayed B from behind to fix an issue in which follow-up attacks like back B or A plus B would often fail to hit, so she's got better consistency now. Tira. Yeah, the character specific UI update for her is really good, so you can keep track of how many times she's swapped personalities, so you know for certain how close you are to Gloomy Coda, because that's like her main game plan is just to get to Gloomy Coda as fast as you can, and then just like go from there. Aside from that, she's just had some hitbox fixes. What else? Yeah, there's not really much for ZSLML, just certain fixes, just quality of life. It was really great. We're at the halfway point of season 2 now, so it's good to have some quality of life fixes, just some stuff to make it less janky. Yeah, like Bro, his AA, so now the opponent won't be missed in low stance. There's some stuff for Aswell here. They adjusted forward up B, like I think that's like the jumping Superman punch that he has, the one where he just flies up in the air and then slams down. I think they fixed that so he won't jump over the opponent if the opponent's on the ground unless they're downed. This was to fix an issue in which the attack on an opponent on the ground would often result in leaping over the opponent if the opponent used a move that lowered their posture, such as a crouching attack. When using BA as an air combo, the ability to knock the opponent out of the ring would significantly increase depending on the combo starter used, so they adjusted this move's knockback distance. I think that was probably to help prevent flapjacking. when you just like do a long combo and just bring your opponent out at the end of it, and your opponent can't do much about it. Geralt. Some of his moves have lethal hit conditions that depend on how many of his signs hit the opponent. We fixed moves like forward A plus B during motion K that were not being properly added to the lethal hit count, so that's kind of a buff. And
Warriors cross
yeah, there's some
swords
stuff from
beneath the
2B.
gaze of the ancient gods.
Yeah, this is all just quality of life, to be honest.
Battle 1. Fight!
Is there anything? There's some stuff for Hilda here. Let me take a look. Well, there was while soul charged. Well, for Hilda, while soul charged, B changed the final attack from a horizontal attack to a downward mid attack. So the attack can't really be crouched. But I think it is, but you have to like stay on your toes for that, I think. Yes, so that's the end of the patch notes. There wasn't really... I don't think there was any buffs or nerfs. This is mostly just quality of life. So with the patch notes being done, I can now talk about characters who I feel are doing really well so far in Season 2, and characters who I feel are kind of struggling. So, right off the bat for Season 2, I can definitely say Raphael has been doing fantastic. The new moves he got in prep stance help him because he can now do he can do proper lows. He can go into, I think it was, it's not the move where he jumps, where he steps back, but it's the stance where he twirls his sword. There's a guard impact window. I forget the name of it off the top of my head right now. But you can chain into that and then go into K to get a low. You can also do his break attack, A plus B while in prep. Like, preparation stance in general has just received massive buffs. The change he got, where if he did a reversal impact whilst in prep, it no longer triggers reversal edge mix-ups if it hits. Instead, it's a quick stab, that's a break attack, and it puts the opponent into a crumple state. So that is a fantastic punish option, and it tracks with the opponent if they hit him. Sure, it's very unsafe in the neutral, but Raphael in general just has to take risks to succeed. That's just him. That's just his nature. Like, high risk, high reward, that kind of stuff. What else? Who else has done a lot in Season 2? I feel Cervantes has been doing really well in Season 2. They fixed a lot of his bugs. He now feels more complete, feels proper now. He's got his insane damage output, insane punish game that he always had. But now it just feels a lot more improved. It feels a lot more fun to play as Cervantes. you watch my live, oh, that was a beautiful move there by Halmaru there. When you watch my live streams, you guys know I have a pocket Cervantes. So yeah, he just feels really smooth, very fun to play as. Love his soul attack, it's really good. Who else has been doing well? Kind of think Zasalamil's been doing well. Granted, I don't play a lot of Zasalamils online. But that's mostly just because of the execution that the character demands. Hope that wasn't important. Because you gotta know when to do your sweeps, when to know if you can ring your opponent out. Zasalamil's ring out game is so amazing. I feel Cassandra and Sophitia have been doing pretty well as well, I'd say. Granted, I think Cassandra, she feels a bit more toned down. Like, people are like, yeah, we know what you can do now, so we've wisened up a bit. You don't seem as unbeatable now. Sophitia has been like, I know people are going to say Cassandra is a better Sophitia, and I will agree. But again, the safety of Sophitia just cannot be underestimated. Same with Geralt. Geralt, I feel, has been doing alright in Season 2. He's not changed much, if at all. He is Geralt. He just plays fundamentals. That's all he really needs to do. That's what he is. Wow, that was a big hit. Yeah, again, Raphael's got... Halmaru's just got insane damage output. Okay, oh yeah. Okay, who else has been doing alright? Mitsurugi's actually been pretty good in Season 2. He got Shura Blade, which, like, I know the activation requirements are a bit iffy. Sorry. I know the activation requirements are for a bit iffy, like, do win reversal edge with A or land a critical edge and it only lasts for the round. But it's nothing but good, so... and he also got, like, the projectile attack. Granted, that move is very situational, but it does trigger Shura Blade, if I recall correctly. Which does help him in certain matchups. So I'm looking at you, Halmaru, I'm looking at you, Cervantes. Probably looking at you as well. I'm not sure if his Axe Throw counts as a projectile, I'm pretty sure it does. And what else? Who else have I been seeing a lot of online? Hilda's getting more common. Granted, I still don't know that much about her. 'Cause I haven't really been labbing her. But her matchup, like, I kind of struggle against her as Raphael, to be honest. Probably just because her verticals are longer than mine, so I tend to lose out unless I get good punishes. Oh wow, that was a nice counter. Yeah, Aswell, speaking of Aswell, Aswell's still strong in Season 2. He's been toned down a bit, I would say. But he still does Aswell things at the end of the day. Has a different game plan and mindset compared to everyone else. Nightmare. How do I feel about Nightmare? Still has his explosive damage, still has the armor. Decent range as well, pretty good range because he's got a big sword. So yeah, like these are the characters, like Song Mina as well. Song Mina's still brain dead. Just throw out moves, just hit for the fences and gets it done. I should probably. I'm kind of tempted. I'm going to talk about characters that kind of been struggling in Soul Calibur 6. So the two main characters I think that struggle the most right now are Astaroth and Voldo. So Astaroth is, oh god, right, how can I describe Astaroth right now? He's kind of like Little Mac in Smash Bros. He's very polarizing. He's very live or die by the read. If he doesn't get his throws, he doesn't get damage. If he doesn't get damage, he's not winning. There's some good moves in his kit outside of his throws, like his back kick into A, and he like does like the spin kick and then the spin swing. He's got back AA that lets him compete up close. And you'll be scared to crouch him because he might make the read and crouch throw you. And of course, like, his critical edge can just be a win button if you set them up, if you read them right. But again, that's like, if your opponent is a high level player, you're probably not going to be able to do it unless you get the reads. So he's very polarizing, so he's very inconsistent, hence why he's got Little Mac syndrome. So, yeah, I mean, you guys know I have a pocket Astaroth as well, on my live stream. And the other character I feel is struggling right now a lot is Voldo. So I know Voldo did really well at Evo. Don't get me wrong, but it just seems like with him, I just look at him and I'm just like, what has he got? He's just outclassed, really. Like, pretty much everyone does something that he could do but better. It's like, oh yeah, he's got great rushdown. Okay, well if you want great rushdown, just pick Talam, Taki, or Raphael, or Yoshimitsu. Oh, it's got a great punish game. And I'm like, okay, why don't you pick someone that's got a better punish game like Raphael or Cervantes? He's got surprising range. Okay, great, just play a character with range like Aswell, Siegfried, or Ivy. He does have some good buttons, like his critical edge is really good. It's very janky. I find it hilarious that he can just dodge several attacks with it just because he moves backwards when he does it. So yeah, like Voldo, I'm just like, I just look at him and I'm just like, what does he have? Like, what does he have that like helps him stand out from the rest of the cast? Everyone just outclasses him. Like, Killick has better fundamentals, Geralt has better fundamentals, Maxi has better rushdown and aggression. Same with Taki and Talim. So yeah, if there's two characters that I say should get a slight buff or some adjustments, it should definitely be Voldo. Definitely give him something better. Like, I don't know, just give him something really. Just improve his damage output or his or adjust some of the frames of his attacks. Adjust his stances, just adjust something, just try and make it better, is what I would say. So I should probably talk about some other characters. Ivy, some people think Ivy's kind of dropping down. I'm not fully sold on it yet. It's probably because everybody fights her, so everyone learns how to fight her, because we fight her so much, you know what I mean? It's like Lars from Tekken. But, you know, she still has her stuff. Still has her throws, still has her long range keep out. Yeah, she's still solid. What else? Siegfried. I think Siegfried took a big nerf. Mainly because resist impact is now a thing. Because you can, if you train right, you can learn the timing for it. You can resist impact Dark Legacy, so he wastes it. So now Siegfried will likely instead focus on the adjustments he gets while he's in Dark Legacy, instead of just going for the get away from me move. The get off me tool that he had. So he's got a slight nerf, but he's still very strong. Still has his stance mix-ups. Couple of matchups are kind of really bad for him. I think Raphael does well against him. And who else can I think does well against him off the top of my head? Kind of want to say Ivy does alright versus him. But yeah, apart from that, he's still fine against everyone else. What other characters can I talk about that come to mind? Yeah, really, this is just me kind of like vocalizing some of my thoughts, really, with how the season's gone so far. Can't think of any adjustments for anybody off the top of my head that I would really want. Aside from maybe giving Voldo a buff. Just like, give him something. I mean, Astaroth kind of received a slight buff with better tracking on some of his throws, which is a godsend because Astaroth needs his throws for his big damage, or he's going to have to rely on his ring out game. So yeah, that's my thoughts so far. If anyone has any questions or has a discussion, talk in the comments. I'll be happy to talk with you. And yeah, that's me for Soul Calibur 6 right now. So yeah, that's me signing off, and hope to see you guys again. Take care.